Hi everyone, this is Sharon with Crafty Acres. This evening I'm in, this is the greenhouse, but we've had some pretty strong winds and it tore the plastic off, so we need to rewrap the greenhouse. We'll get that done eventually. But right now what we're doing is we're working on the garlic. Normally, this is March 2nd. And let me tell you what happened. Normally you dig your garlic in July. Well, my garlic is always ready a lot sooner than that. It's usually around the second week of June. And the way you know your garlic is ready is on the stalk of leaves. You'll see the first two leaves starting to turn yellow. When that happens, that's the time to start digging them. When that's happening, we're into planting, we're finishing up planting everything in our garden. And so it's really hard for us to get everything done in the proper time. By the time I had a chance to go back, they were already dried up all the way down to the ground. And I knew the papers around the bulbs or the cloves would be loose, and so that's not something that you can sell at market, and your cloves won't last as long in storage when they're like that. So we just kind of left them go and just dug them up as we needed them for our own purposes, knowing that we would have to dig them up, separate them, and replant them. Well, things happened, things happened, and we had some cancer in our family, and so we were having to help in my boyfriend's family, and so we were having to help take care of his dad. And so with all of that, things just didn't get done in time. So here I am digging my garlic up from the bed beside the house, and I'm putting it into my greenhouse because this is what has happened. Because we didn't get them dug, all the cloves are sprouting. See that? And you don't want it like that. You want to take them and divvy them apart. That's not one, that's just a grass that got in the bed. And so you want to break them apart, and this is what I would normally do. Sorry, I forgot I was out of frame. Break them apart and then pull them apart. Now you have several. The center stalk was the parent. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cloves that you can plant. And I will go ahead and plant them in this bed. And even though it's March, it will still work. I have planted as late as the week of Christmas before and had a good crop. So they've been in the ground, they're fine. We're going to go ahead and plant these here. The reason we're moving them from where they're at is because we're trying to get that ground worked up, and we figured we'll just move them. We've already got half of them out. I did that a couple months ago, and this is what they look like because I couldn't get them in the ground. They're dried up a little more. Some of them are still going to be able to use. They were already sprouted and such, and I broke them apart already. But some of them we're going to be able to plant, some of them we might not. But anyway, it'll be fine. So I'm going to stop talking and just kind of show you how to put them into this bed, and away we go. This bed also, I want to tell you, is mainly compost, a little bit of potting soil, a little bit of peat moss, all mixed together. We amended it with cow manure, and then I put a 12-12-12 fertilizer, slow release fertilizer throughout the bed, worked it in, and that's where we're at. Because garlic is a it has a high, it likes a lot of fertilizer. So you want to make sure you put a lot of fertilizer in when you plant your garlic. All right, let's get planting. Okay, so here we have the garlic, and all you have to do, garlic does not have to be real deep. Now what I do is, normally I will take the bulb and I will go as, right now I'm going to go as deep as it is white on the stem. That's how deep I'm going to put these. Now if you're just dealing with a little bulb, and you can go fairly close, I'm only going about 2 inches apart on these. Shoving them in, and then we'll put the soil back around them and move along. You can go pretty quick with it. Now if you have little bulbs like this, you don't want to go as deep. You just go about like that, about 2 inches deep, and cover it up, and he'll be fine. All right, so I'm just going to get the rest of these planted. I have all of these to get planted tonight, plus one tulip. And I don't know how he got in there. Well, we're going to plant him in here just so we have a little friend, and he's pretty. So I'll put him up there in the corner, and we'll get the rest of these planted, and I'll be back. All right, I'm back, and I'm going to do the bulbs that I dug up about a month ago. The reason we didn't get them into the ground was we thought that we would have some time where the ground would dry up in its original bed, the garlic bed, but they just didn't. It's 2 months later, and every time it started to dry up and we would think, oh, just another day of drying, it would rain or we'd get snow. So I'm going to pick through and get the best ones, because let me show you what we got planted already here. And we've got it all the way down there to the end. So this is a 12-foot bed. Sorry for that if you didn't see it. This is a 12-foot bed, and it's 4 feet wide. So we got one row all the way across the back, and I think that's going to be pretty good of the fresh stuff, plus along the side down there. And then I just have one handful that I held back because I'm going to do another video real quick showing you what the difference between, we had some more come up, and we thought it was garlic and it wasn't. So I'll have to show you in the next video what that's going to be. But these are the garlics, and I'm just going to pop them in like I did the other ones. Normally in the fall, and just kind of cover them over. I would separate them out by the sizes, and as I go down in size, I put them closer together. Right now we're just kind of, I don't like that one. Felt a little spongy, so I'm just gonna skip it. We're doing them about 2-3 inches apart because these guys are fairly big. Now, I don't know the variety of the garlic. We were given a bunch of garlic one year, and I don't like that knot on it or whatever it is. I'm just going to get rid of it. We were given this garlic a couple years ago, a seed garlic, to start our garlic patch, and it's been about 10 years now that we've been growing garlic, and everyone tells us at market that it's got the best flavor. It does produce big garlic bulbs, or garlic cloves, garlic cloves, individual cloves. And sometimes you'll get just a, there was one of them, I think it was this one. Like you won't get cloves around it. You'll just get one big bulb. I don't know if that's a different variety or if it's just something that happens within that strand. But I do know these are hardnecks. Here's the little tulip. We're going to call him the mascot. And I'm just going to keep putting these in. And so that's about all that we have left. Is this I'm going to go around along the front. And then we're going to call it a night. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned because we are going to try to stay on a better system of getting videos put out now that some of the chaos of the illnesses have subsided. And so now we can I had to work a full-time job, and it just was too much trying to put out videos and that and take care of a sick person and everything else that needs to be taken care of. So we're going to do our best to put out videos regularly now. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Like, subscribe, and share it with others. Thank you.